今晚我哋節目第二個專題亦係同美國貿易有關嘅。一個國家出口貿易市場有幾成功，好多時亦要睇下策略嘅問題。美國政府設於加拿大嘅各經濟促進部門陣容可以話相當鼎盛，其中最活躍嘅可算係紐約州啦。喺咁有利嘅條件同位置底下，該經濟部每年喺多倫多都能夠爭取可觀嘅業績嘅。不過紐約州亦一樣要用同其他美國州競爭。各州都趁住美加自由貿易協議生效而把握機會。一份美國雜誌嘅資料顯示，近5年嚟曾經大約有85間加拿大公司喺紐約州嘅大水牛城開設廠房。為咗逃避雙重嘅稅制，加拿大人每週成群結隊咁過美國境購物。紐約州嘅經濟可見日益蓬勃。紐約州經濟拓展部多倫多辦事處嘅資料顯示，單單今年頭3個月內，貿易查詢曾增至接近600宗，而協議嘅總值就達1億1300萬元左右。然而，基於成本重嘅問題，部分加拿大生產商對安省鄰近各美國州嘅重視係日見顯著。但係據紐約州經濟拓展部多倫多負責人表示，呢一點並唔代表加拿大廠商嘅撤退。佢話無可否認，美加自由貿易實證有促進雙方面貿易嘅關係嘅作用。唔少生產商為咗擴展市場，都進軍美國，開設附屬嘅公司。
expanding in the U.S. market where they've already had some trade activities through their Canadian presence.
卜伯基話呢一種趨勢對紐約州係非常有利。佢同新拍檔李密加兩人分別負責所有促進雙方面貿易同埋商務投資嘅業務。分析家估計，多倫多目前有接近10間辦事處，分別都係代表安省鄰近各美國州嘅貿易發展。渥太華亦估計呢個數字喺全國約4年間會增加至20間。紐約州駐多倫多嘅辦事處已有10多年歷史，比起其他州可以話較為有利。至於目前情況係唔係拓展業務一個大好嘅機會，卜伯基就話機會始終係由市場之需而帶動。加拿大公司喺美國擴展業務一向係長線嘅計劃，並唔係一時之需。
It's been long term, and it isn't just a recent phenomena as a result of the free trade agreement. If I may use an example, a company like Fisher Gage in Peterborough, in 1962, they set up a small warehousing facility of 700 square feet in Watertown, New York. And as their market grew in the northeast and southeast U.S., that facility grew, so that now they're a major manufacturing facility in Watertown, New York, which strengthens their Peterborough, Ontario plant.
雖然美國貿易部門喺加拿大主要嘅職責係促進加拿大貿易嘅關係，但係近期間呢啲部門可以話加添咗多一個任務，就係點樣說服加拿大公司遷移到美國州。加拿大製造業商會喺較早前一份調查顯示，喺635間加拿大公司之中，有40%都話某美國州貿易部曾主動同佢哋聯絡過。換句話講，紐約州同各行家都有活躍咁爭取業務。事實上，比起安省，美國鄰近各州嘅經商或者投資環境，好多時會勝於加拿大。較便宜嘅勞工同運輸，以及更接近一個龐大嘅消費市場，的而且確係相當吸引。
New York State borders with Ontario and Quebec. And as you know, Ontario and Quebec have the bulk of trade with the United States. So we are at an advantage. But a wise businessman will explore possibilities not only in the area nearby, he will look elsewhere.
紐約州辦事處每月平均接收150宗貿易嘅查詢。除咗有關貿易或投資事務之外，該多倫多辦事處亦都負責促進紐約州嘅旅遊事業。李密加話，當講到經商嘅貿易，紐約市喺世界嘅知名度係相當高。除咗設備齊全之外，有50間美國500大嘅企業都喺紐約市成立總部。呢幾點都顯示出 紐約喺世界貿易首要嘅地位。
The infrastructure, the transportation network, large airports, real estate, Manhattan, Western New York. The attractions are very large. I would say 50 out of the top 500 companies, the headquarters of these companies are based in New York City.
美國始終都係加拿大最龐大嘅貿易伙伴，而紐約州係佔咗一大部分。加拿大往年出口往紐約州嘅總值係達到150億元，而紐約州嘅出口往安省係達到50億元。卜伯基指出，紐約州接近安省同埋魁北克省邊境嘅有利之處，實證對佢哋有好大嘅幫助。
The investment or trade opportunities that Ontario or Canadian business, for that matter, have is the proximity, particularly again Ontario and Quebec, the proximity they have to the New York market. And we find that a Canadian company that has undergone a fair amount of export activity, perhaps 25 or 30% of their gross sales are in the export market, and a lot of that directed towards the northeast or southeast U.S., then there's an advantage for them to have perhaps a distribution or sub-assembly or manufacturing facility in New York State.
有人話美加自由貿易對加拿大肯定造成不良好嘅影響。李物嘉認為咁嘅想法係錯誤嘅見解。佢話美加雙方面素來都有良好嘅貿易關係，而自由貿易協議只會有助於將來更大嘅發展。另一方面，經濟嘅衰退先至係加拿大最大嘅打擊。
The free trade does not really replace any other existing trading relationship.
At least it's not supposed to do so.
It really builds on the success that we've had to this date. So the free trade brings the awareness to the traders, perhaps to the ones that never tried it before. I think that's where the tremendous opportunity is.
世界經濟倒退影響導致數十萬加拿大工人失業。分析家認為加拿大生產業如果要繼續同世界工業國競爭，必須重新檢討生產成本同效率嘅問題。當加拿大生產商未揾到一個長遠嘅解決辦法之前，各美國州好似紐約州一樣，將繼續比以前更積極促進加拿大與美國貿易嘅關係。分析家話，站在目前嘅經濟氣候，美國各州喺加拿大嘅業務推廣成績將比以往更加明顯。對不少加拿大生產商，成本重的而且確係佢哋喺90年代要面對一個大嘅問題。無可否認，一個可行或理智嘅辦法就係考慮喺美國設廠，生產及供應美國甚至乎整個北美市場嘅。紐約及其他美國州就呢一點，希望把握時機，鼓吹本地投資家向南部發展嘅。咁究竟呢一點對加拿大前景影響有幾大？暫時係難以估計。